Nikki's favorite person,
Yeah.
Mr. Charlie Kirk. Let's take a look at this.
Of all
Oh,
abortions
that's a
are
beautiful
blacks.
video.
Why are you okay with that? Why are you okay with dictating what the black community should do? Now Charlie Kirk should decide what the black community does? Something can't register the pain, it's okay to torture something? Correct, if it can't register the... If it's not your DNA, why should it be your choice? Exactly, it's not your DNA, so why are you choosing for these women? How do these other women get pregnant then? Huh? Do I explain sex to you? No, I'm asking. I can explain sex to you. I know you're newly married. Why are you seemingly indifferent with the millions of Americans that are being killed? Because they're not Americans. You have to be born on U.S. soil to be an American. Again, you prove my point. Okay with abortions for people that found out they are pregnant with Down syndrome children. Fetuses with Down syndrome or fetuses without Down syndrome are not children. So you're going to a specific within the whole. But I'm arguing that all of how old are you, Charlie? 27. 27. How come you didn't say 28? Because I'll be 28 in 2 weeks. But if life begins at conception, you're 10 months older than that, and you actually are 20. You truly, in your heart of hearts, truly believe that this is a human being. This, without a doubt. Without a doubt? Yes. This is a dolphin fetus. This is a human fetus. Look how similar they look, but quite different. In life, you confuse dolphins for human babies. Sperm is like creepy and kind of weird, honestly. Your with women's wombs is creepy and kind of weird. No, actually, even that unique. So is sperm, and so is eggs, and so is everything. Dolphins are unique. The Holocaust that's happening in our country. So for you, Holocaust again, you're gonna have a problem with me because again, my family died in that. Trust the 1,000 OBGYNs. Who they are? There's millions of OBGYNs out there. The 1,000 say you're wrong, and the 100 million others say that I'm right. There's a million abortions every single year. Do you think that's too many or not enough? I think it's whatever the mother decides with her own family is the right move for their life, and it's none of our damn business. Out of convenience. But convenience is the word you use to frame it as somebody being irresponsible. Not being ready to bring a child into this world is not convenience, it's smart family planning. You're forcing them to have it. And
then I'm gonna play this right here. Because we're gonna dive into something real quick.
Evicted from the house because there are people who are going to pay more for rent. And then what happens is 20 people move into a 3-bedroom house. 20 people from a totally different culture, totally different ways of interacting. Again, we can respect their dignity while also being angry at the Biden administration for letting that situation happen and recognizing that their next door neighbors are going to say, well, wait a second, what is going on here? I don't know these people. They don't speak the same language that I do. And because there are 20 in the house next door, it's a little bit rowdier than it was when there was just a family of 4.
Rowdier? Are you fucking kidding me?
It is totally reasonable and acceptable for American citizens to look at their next door neighbors and say, I want to live next to people who I have something in common with. I don't want to live next to 4 families of strangers. And the fact that we had a house is actually evicted.
And I'm gonna play one more video as well. As you know, this is making its rounds. Let's take a look.
That's probably cleaning your house.
With Erica Kirk, because Erica Kirk and JD Vance is their Christian nationalist wet dream, and you won't convince me otherwise. Because what is this? What is this body language? When did we start putting our hands up in the hair of our friends when we hug?
Hey,
You don't. This is weird. Oh, and then there's this one, JD. Why are your hands so low? There's no reason for them to be on your hips, but there they are. But if that's not enough, here is her introducing him at Turning Point.
I am tremendously blessed and honored tonight to be able to introduce to you a very, very dear friend and his wife. They are incredible. And I see...
Ooster girl, you gotta go fuck a bitch up.
No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President JD Vance. I do.
And if you're not convinced yet that they're trying to replace her with Erica Kirk, this is him when asked by a student about him and his wife's difference in like their religious beliefs, and he ends it with this.
Do I hope eventually that she is somehow moved by the same thing that I was moved in by church? Yeah, I honestly do wish that, because I believe in the Christian gospel, and I hope eventually my wife comes to see it the same way.
He wants her to fall in line. He wants her to be a Christian nationalist, just like him. And if he can't convince her, he'll find a new one. Holy shit.
I kept, hey, Usha, girl, you're in danger. Baby, you're in danger.
Listen, this is all going back to
This reminds me, I keep telling that Handmaid's Tale is playing everything out perfectly. Y'all forgetting. And the Handmaid's Tale, these white dudes was talking about Christianity and under his eye and all this Bible and stuff, right? What did they have on the side? A brothel. They had a whole brothel on the other side of town where the men were sleeping with prostitutes. It's like they make up this religious thing, or they make up this Bible to where it's like, oh, we can do this, but oh, we're going to make an exception to this, but oh, we don't like the blacks over here, or we don't like LGBT, or we don't like women having abortions. Oh, but we can go in and have sex with prostitutes. This is what I'm telling you. That girl's in danger. She better. And there was also a story that came out about her. I guess her and JD Vance were supposed to be getting a divorce before he was running for vice president. So that was another word on the street. So I think the days are numbered. And to me, I'm be honest with you, him and Erica's fucking. I don't care what nobody's saying.
Oh yeah, listen,
they definitely
this goes to how we said being a conspiracy, that with this administration you don't feel like you being a conspiracy theorist, because that man body ain't even. I mean, it's hot wherever the fuck where he at. We know that bitch is burning and turning, but like she never acted like a widow would act. Like even to
Right.
be a white woman, like she couldn't even get that fucking tear out. That's how you know this shit is like it's gonna be a power play. Them naming her in charge, like not even looking for nobody else, or we want to make his message even bigger. And then this old couch fucking motherfucker trying to justify basically what redlining, saying, oh, nobody wants to live next to people they don't know. In other words, white people don't want to live to people that ain't that's not white. Like at this point, y'all just not even they not even hiding the shit, which is a good thing, because this is black people our shit being validated in real time. Because everything we've been telling you motherfuckers, they're saying it out loud now. So you can't even deny it.
Literally.
You can't gaslight us anymore and say, oh, you just have that big black chip on your shoulder. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's like that. You black people, you're such victims. You're always playing that black card. You're always these victims. No, bitch, you can't say the shit like you can't say it now because it's right there in your fucking face. They're not hiding it anymore. They saying the quiet part out fucking loud. They know they're mediocre. And they're still saying, we know we're mediocre, but we're going to put mediocre people in power to show you that that's how it's supposed to be. That's how we made it, and that's how it's going to stay. They are saying the quiet part out loud. You white motherfuckers can't gaslight us no more. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's right there in your face. You can't do it anymore. This is our validation finally in 4K. Yeah. Validation in 4 fucking K, because y'all can't escape it no more. They're saying the quiet part out loud. And you know how reckless, you know how much your back is against the wall when you got to say the quiet shit out loud. They scared. This is the last act of white supremacy, and it is crumbling. And these white men are doing everything in their power to hold on to it, and it is slipping away. They are not the minority. They are not the majority numerically, but they are the minority financially. The majority financially. They are the majority when it comes to power, but numerically, they are the minority, and they are not accustomed to that. This is why white women wake the fuck up. They want it to be okay to rape you so that they can continue the fucking bloodline, because white men are so unpopular and so unfuckable that even white women don't want to fuck them no more. So now they ain't got no choice but to take it from you.
There we go.
Wake the fuck up. They're taking your pussy because you're not giving it up regular.
Yeah.
Yes. Now that's the part that needs to be said out loud.
That is the part that need to be said out loud. They are so, white men as a whole in this country are so unfuckable that they are trying to make it legal to take your white pussy because you're not giving it up. The fact that you white bitches would rather fuck niggas is already fucking them up. They already got a Mandingo complex. They already afraid of a black dick. The minute they in the vicinity of a black man, they scared that as soon as he whoop his dick out, the room gonna get dark. They already fucked up. They are doing shit because they can't hold on to what they have left. It is crumbling. Whatever deal they made with the fucking devil has come to a motherfucking end, and these bitches are trying to recertify the goddamn loan.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna use you white bitches and your white pussy, your unwashed white pussy, to fucking do it. You bitches better wake the fuck up.
Or it's too late.
You gonna you know, you gonna wake the fuck when you go to sleep. You gonna wake the fuck up, and when you wake the fuck up and look in the mirror, you gonna have a big ass red bonnet and a big ass red dress on. And the one thing I don't want you to do, don't call a black woman and ask us shit, because we don't know about that. We don't know what time it is with that, because we tried to tell y'all, but y'all voted for y'all whiteness. Y'all went in that booth and voted for your whiteness, and that's exactly why I'm gonna always put my foot on your white fucking neck. I don't give a goddamn how you bitches feel about it. You can stay in your motherfucking fifis. I'm gonna keep my black ass foot on your scrawny white fucking neck for that dumbass decision, because
Because it
that's
was a choice.
exactly what it is. A
Mhm.
dumb fucking decision.
Mhm.
You white bitches caused it. You white bitches better clean it the fuck up. Because white men ain't coming to your rescue. They trying to bury you bitches.
That sure is.
And you handed them the keys to the fucking kingdom because of your whiteness. You bitches gonna be Missy Ann because you think we your fucking kizzy. You think you Missy Ann, and black women are your motherfucking kizzies, bitch. And we not. We not.
They better wake up, because if you ever looked at Roots and stuff, it was like the wife, and I was also American Horror Story as well. It was like the wives knew that the men were sleeping with the slave women, but it's nothing they can
Mhm.
do because they can get evicted as well. The white man held all the power. I don't think what white women understand was, well, today's white women, because it seemed like they get amnesia. Y'all just were allowed to get credit cards and own houses in your name in 1970. Yeah, I didn't have those rights in the early 1900s or the 1800s. You just got those rights. Actually, I think with some credit card companies was up until 1985, I believe. So this is some still recent stuff. I was born in 87. That ain't that long ago.
Mm-mm.
It
It's,
is not. I was
it's
born in
like,
1980. It ain't that. It's not. It ain't that fucking long ago. They trying to make it seem like it was so that it was so long ago. And you, in this point, what you said when we was talking before last week, I think, or the clips we posted, where we say racism is expensive.
mhm,
Racism has always been expensive. The only difference is now is that white people can't afford it like they used to.
Right.
that part.
Racism is expensive. Always has been. But you white motherfuckers can't afford it like you used to. And it's starting to catch up. Because, see, we didn't have credit until niggas started getting on a level financial field where we could afford the things that you could afford. Then you put credit scores in place to keep that from happening. Because black people were buying property and cars and electronics, and you did that. School was free. I believe at least community college was. Reagan saw black and brown people trying to go to school because they kept saying, you want money, get a degree. That was what they was pushing in the 80s. Every movie you saw in the 80s, oh, you want this, you gotta go to college, go to college, go to college. So when black and brown people started going to college, oh, we gonna do tuition to keep them out of it. And
Mm-hmm.
now we got student fucking loans that can't nobody afford. Even white people, y'all going to school to be lawyers, doctors, and all that shit with all these fucking loans that you can't afford. Why? Because you didn't want niggas to be there. So
Yep.
now you gotta pay loans that you shouldn't even had to have in the first fucking place because you didn't want niggas there.
Because of
Mm-hmm.
race.
Everything that y'all going through right now is because at one point y'all had enough money to afford the exclusivity. You don't have it. The exclusivity has gotten the price tag on the exclusivity has gotten larger. Y'all fucking pockets ain't caught up. Racism always been expensive. You bitches can't afford it no more. That's the problem. That's
Mm-hmm.
the problem. It's coming. The chicken's coming home to roost hole. You can't afford it. It's always been expensive, but y'all made it expensive because you didn't want niggas there. Now you kind of now you living in a society you can't fucking afford. And I see this every day with my job. You bitches the main ones out here talking. Oh, student loans? Hey, you took out a loan. You gonna have to pay that back. That's how it works. You wanna be an uppity nigger and have a goddamn education, well, you gonna have to pay them student loans back. Now guess what? When you motherfuckers can't pay your mortgage, here you motherfuckers go, cause I see you every day. Trump said I don't have to pay my mortgage back. He closed all the banks, all the houses are free. This not give me my. I need a modification. Give me my. I need my house. I need help right now. You gonna give it to me? Well, ma'am, I hate to tell you, but you signed that mortgage. You took out a loan, and you're gonna have to pay that back. Y'all don't want to hear that shit. Y'all be you white motherfuckers, you MAGA
Mhm.
motherfuckers, be the same ones asking for help, begging for help.
Yep.
But you want to tell us that we made it. Y'all made it this way. Y'all the reason why y'all can't afford the way the fuck you live. You the reason why you can't pay your fucking mortgage. Because you wanted neighborhoods that niggas couldn't get into. But guess what? Them taxes is high, bitch. And they
Mhm.
get higher. And they affect that mortgage payment. And when you can't afford to live where you live because you didn't want niggas living there, hey, well, bitch, that's the price you pay for being white and racist. It's always been expensive. You hoes just can't pay the bill no more.
That
Mhm.
part.
But see, that don't affect niggas. Cause we've been broke over here. We know what the fuck is going on. It's I ain't gonna lie. It's nice seeing y'all struggle. It's very entertaining. It's
It's
right up
very
there with watching y'all put y'all children on fucking leashes. It's that level of entertainment. Watching you motherfuckers figure out how to be broke is grade A entertainment. That right there should be some fucking reality shows. Hey, get on top of that shit.
actually.
Survival for you white motherfuckers. Give y'all $20 and go grocery shopping. Let's see what the fuck you do with it.
Oh, that'll be
Let's
funny.
give you five. Let's give you $500. Let's give you $500 a fucking week and see how you fucking survive on that. Go
Right.
work at Walmart. Let's do life swap. Go get your ass over there and go work at fucking Walmart. You go work at Popeyes. You go work at a motherfucking supermarket and have to deal with your ass in real fucking time. That's what I want to see. I want to see Surviving White. Let's start that series, Surviving Whiteness. How the fuck you gonna make it in America, bitch? Yeah.
Make it in France. Broken lights.
America's next top broke bitch. Let's see that shit.
Yeah,
And let's talk about the money. Somebody posted this. Republicans have 200 million for a ballroom, 1 billion for a new jet, and 72 million for endless golf trips. They have money to give ICE $50,000 bonuses. They have 1 million per day to occupy American cities. They have 3.8 billion to send to Israel and 40 billion to bail out Argentina. But there's no money for healthcare. There's no money for Medicaid. There's no money to help our homeless population. But we can send money to everybody else, including there was a golf trip with what was the cockeyed one, the eye that be rolling all over the Patel, the eye that's all blue.
Uh-huh.
He
Cash
went
Patel.
to I think he went to a wrestling match. It cost $10,000 per hour to use the jet to fly to the wrestling match. $10,000 per hour. And then, let's just everybody talk about success and stuff. Let's talk about this with, right now, Amazon, they just laid off 30,000 workers. And then also they're
Wow.
going to replace 600,000. And they're not the only one. UPS did the same thing. And there's a few other companies that did the same thing. And then everybody's so gung-ho about this guy. Let's see how successful Trump is. Let's take a look.
Trump has many failed businesses. Here are just a few. Trump Ice bottled water, sold as the purest water from a secret spring, is from Vermont. Trump
Real
steaks ranged from $200 to $1,000. They were discontinued after 2 months. Trump Shuttle Airlines, Trump borrowed $250 million to buy an airline, but he didn't take care of the airplane, so an airplane crashed and then they went out of business after only 2 years. Trump Vodka, discontinued, low sales, many lawsuits over unpaid bills. Trump Castle, bankrupt and rebranded as Trump Marina. Trump Marina, bankrupt and sold. Trump Plaza, bankrupt and demolished. Trump's World Fair, bankrupt and demolished. Trump Taj Mahal Casino, it was advertised as the 8th wonder of the world, bankrupt and sold. Trump University, scammed thousands, many lawsuits and investigations. Trump Network, MLM that sold vitamins and health stuff. Trump board game with Milton Bradley, pulled from shelves because it didn't sell. He later tried to re-release it. It sold even less. Trump Trump Mortgage LLC, financial services, lasted a year. GoTrump.com, travel site, lasted a year. Trump Fragrances, pulled from shelves due to low sales. Trump Home Furniture, pulled from shelves due to low sales. Trump Net, telephone communication company, ran out of money before it even opened, and soon to fail because they all do. Truth Social, brought to you by Trump Media. Ew.
Now imagine a black person can't even do no shit like that. They have fucking 50 to 30 fucking businesses worth millions of
Right.
dollars, and we don't even get opportunities like that.
Nope.
Right. Then I think
realize
as Black
regarding
people, like
tariffs,
we're
people on
so
both sides of the fence on this.
oh, soybean farm
How,
just demolished.
however, I mean, the tariffs do have an effect on this, regardless of whether you support them or not. You know, Brazil is now China's top exporter of soybeans, or they import soybeans. And our pork exports to China have dropped like 35% or something like this. Okay. And you talked about the importance of agriculture. In all honesty, these markets are never coming back. You're right. You know, they were one of our top customers. You talked about being in business. You don't kick out your top customer. So how do you what do you tell farmers in your district that, guys, these markets aren't coming back? And yeah, we can import or export a little something to Mozambique or someplace like that, but they're not going to make up what we've lost to China. So what do you what do you tell the farmers who are losing their farms, or we have low prices because there's no market for them? What do you say to them, or what is the answer, or whatever?
That's a very good question. What I tell farmers is we don't know the outcome yet of the tariff negotiations with China. That is the big elephant in the room.
I realize, as regarding tariffs, people on both sides of the fence on this.
And I'm gonna play one more, and we're gonna talk about this real quick.
1960, this is what a homemaker might have worn while shopping at the supermarket. For $50, her shopping cart included rib roast of beef, hamburger, pork chops, bacon, chicken, tuna fish, a ham, a turkey, all kinds of fruits and vegetables, including 1 head of lettuce, 2 loaves of bread, and 5 pounds of coffee. In 1960, you could get a house that looked like this one for about $17,000. You might also have had a top-of-the-line Ford Thunderbird like the one in this old TV commercial for $3,700. Things changed by 1970. Remember the miniskirt. The shopping cart did not include any bacon, any ham, or a few other items, but it still had 1 head of lettuce, 2 loaves of bread, and 5 pounds of coffee. For $17,000 in 1970, you could buy about 3/4 of this new house, and the $3,700 car would not be top of the line. By 1980, the change has been dramatic and traumatic. The shopping cart is a different type and has less and less. No sirloin steak, no rib roast, no pork chops, no bacon, no chicken, no ham, no turkey, and fewer staple items. Although there is 1 head of lettuce, 2 loaves of bread, and 5 pounds of coffee. This year, your $17,000 will buy only 1/4 of that house, and this year, your $3,700 will pay for only one of the least expensive cars. By 1990, this may be what you'll be wearing.
A plastic
but it
bag.
is certain that if inflation continues at about 10% a year, that for $50, you will carry from the grocery store only 1 head of lettuce, 2 loaves of bread, and 5 pounds of coffee. Your $17,000 for a home will buy only a small fraction of just one room. If you could afford the entire house, it would cost about $250,000. And if inflation...
So what do y'all think of that? We just went through this whole thing with Trump, all his failed businesses, Man, continue to get loans and stuff from business and family members. White folks calling this successful. You see that all these big businesses is laying off all these workers. This is what I'm talking about. And we say racism is expensive, and I think that's going to be the term for this year. Racism is expensive. But I don't think white folks really understand. And not just them, a lot of these Cubans and me no black, me Dominican. I don't think people really understand what's at stake here. Oligarchs, since the history of time, have always been trying to do this. They've been trying to do this for a long time. It's what was back in the Roman days. It was back in the Greek days. It was back during the Dark Ages. It was back during, when Egypt was in power. It's the same thing. What do y'all think of this?
Like we said, they're gonna feel it. They don't think all these historical things that they thought of. They didn't think of it from it happening to them. They've always thought about what's gonna happen to everybody else. They never stopped to think that it's gonna affect them. That when we go into the grocery store now with $100, unless you're going to Aldi, unless you're going to Walmart, and even then, you still cereal costs on average $10 a motherfucking box. I don't care where you go. It's like that. It's for cereal. I never thought I would be in a place where cereal cost $10 cereal.
And it's the regular. That's the regular store.
Yeah.
You can't even. Store. You can't go or hamburger is like $15. Like the little thing itself is $12 or $13. Something that I used to remember as a little girl. This is like $5, $6, whatever. You can't feed people anymore. It's like everything is going up but our paycheck.
Yeah.
And I see how all these people, these billionaires, they want AI to do everything. AI don't pay bills, baby. So if you get an all AI workforce and you force everybody out, how are we going to buy your stuff? Because yes, you do have rich people in this world, but you don't have enough rich people to sustain you being rich up until a certain point. Because if everybody is poor, if everybody are slaves, you can only be rich within a certain that your money isn't going to increase. You're gonna have to live off of what you have because where's the booming economy if only rich people can buy shit? It's poor people working that are allowing you to do these things, and y'all find every which way to cheat us. Y'all, as these companies, you want us to work more for less, and you think we're not paying attention. You want us to basically die at our desk for a job. And we still can't pay our bills with it. You want us to die for a job that don't even pay us enough to fucking live. We're not doing that. If everybody quits, at some point you're gonna have to start hiring people. If everybody walk the fuck out, and this is what I said when it comes to white people, but especially white women. You're not using your whiteness correctly. You're not using your white woman tears correctly. Fuck black people not shopping. Let's take black people out the equation. If white women stop shopping for a fucking week straight, I'm talking 7 whole days, Tony Braxton style, bitch. If you stop shopping, if you didn't take your ass to work, if you didn't go on social, if you did nothing for 7 whole days, the way this fucking economy would crumble. Imagine 7 whole days of white bitches not consuming pumpkin spice shit. Do you know how this economy will fall? Do you know the travesty that this nation would be in if white bitches for 7 days stopped buying pumpkin spice shit? Nothing else but pumpkin spice. Imagine if you added everything the fuck else to it. If white women for 7 days didn't go to Starbucks, didn't go to Chipotle, didn't go to the goddamn grocery store, didn't shop on Amazon, didn't get on fucking TikTok shop, didn't make a goddamn video. If white women just didn't walked out of their fucking jobs and said, I ain't doing this shit today. Y'all have the ability as white women to revolutionize a lot of shit, but you don't do it. And then you hate on black women for telling you that you ain't shit to your motherfucking face. Well, you can hate me all goddamn day, bitch, because I'm gonna tell you you're a waste of your motherfucking whiteness, because you are. And I'm tired of y'all being a waste of fucking whiteness. Start
Piggyback off
using
of
your
Nikki
whiteness
said,
correctly.
What are you about to say,
women in general, 31.8 trillion dollars worldwide spending. 75% of the United States money come from women. So
Women. So imagine out of that coming from white fucking women. Imagine that coming from white women that make more. Even though black women are the most intelligent motherfuckers here, the most educated, y'all still make more money.
Right.
You're not using your whiteness correctly. And then you get mad when people tell you you're not using your fucking whiteness correctly.
Because they aren't.
Get a fucking backbone, you lazy bitch. Get the fuck up and get in a white man's face. You act like you don't hold no fucking power. Imagine you a white woman. You give birth to white boys, white that become white men. If you don't tell them to suck your dick from the fucking back and say that shit with some conviction, hoe. That's what y'all need to do as white women. Fuck a pink pussy hat. Get the fuck up and tell these white women, hey, suck my dick from the back. Start telling white men that suck my dick from the back. You don't like what I gotta say, suck my dick from the back. That's what you need to start telling these fucking white men.
Because you raise them.
Because they acting like pussy. So tell them to suck your dick from the back.
That part.
Y'all get a fucking backbone. I'm so tired of you fucking osteoporosis ass white women. Get the fuck up. Get a spine. Stop being like, I ain't gonna put up with this shit no more. And then you, instead of waiting, oh my God, are the black women coming to save us? No, bitch. We ain't coming. We'll come to watch you. We'll watch you hoes drown, but we ain't coming to fucking save you because we've been saving you all your fucking life. It's time for you to save your goddamn self. Niggas gonna be all right. When Kendrick said we gonna be all right, that's what the fuck he meant. We gonna be all right. We always been all right. It's you motherfuckers in danger. This shit is new to you.
Molly, you in danger.
And we got one more segment, and then we're gonna do our funny video. So we gonna go just a little over. That's all right with y'all. I know we started a little bit later because of the time. This was something that just popped up on my feed, and it popped up multiple times. I said, well, maybe I need to display this. But I just want you to take a look at this next segment.
I think that the Negroes, who have done nothing wrong, in my opinion, except recently, but they did no wrong by coming here. We dragged them here, and I think we owe them something. I think we owe them a chance in their own nation in Africa. Then you do intend to deport the Negroes to Africa? You keep saying these things, sir, not me. Not deport them. Those who wish to may remain here on reservations like the Indians were. Those who will, of their own volition, accept our help, will be aided to go over to Africa and build their own nation as our ancestors, and yours, I might say, came over here and did in America. The Negro people we feel sorry for. We don't blame them. We don't feel they're evil or vicious. We feel it's just like a bunch of monkeys had been let out of a zoo by a group of Jews and given bottles and whiskey and guns and so forth. You wouldn't hate the monkeys, but you'd certainly want them back in the zoo.
If it weren't for the race mixers promoting a race mixing program to try to destroy the white race, we wouldn't have the problem.
Well, was there perhaps some incident in your childhood with a black person that turned you against them?
No, sir. Most blacks have always been very nice to me. I don't think it would be fair to be against a whole group of people because of one or a few acts that a few might commit. I don't think that it would be right to be against the niggers just because one or two niggers did something to me. I'm against the blacks because I think it's necessary to have a complete separation of the races so that the white race can live.
And I want to show y'all this as well. So let's take a look.
You're an Israeli Jew. I'm a white American Christian nationalist. Why should I be okay with my country funding your military and your healthcare system when it's arguably to our detriment? What should make us okay with that from your point of view?
So America controls in your area and we control like the Middle East. It gives America less headache maybe. When they know there is a good country, which is Israel, and they do good things for the Middle East and trying to bring up peace with Arab countries and reduce all this terror.
But you guys have never brought peace to the Middle East, and that's being demonstrated right now. There is no quantifiable benefit that we have from being in a relationship.
I think you have a lot of benefits.
Like what?
Israel helps America like to keep the Middle East quiet.
Are you serious?
Yes, bro.
We fought like 10 wars over there in the past 2 decades. We've been
Okay.
terrorizing Muslim people in the millions. What are you talking about?
Okay, but Israel helps.
Helps what? In all the wars that our people have fought on the behalf of your country, a lot of people that look like me have died. Millions of Muslims have died. We spent probably trillions of dollars on the wars on the Middle East. I don't know of any Israeli people that have died in these wars. So what are we benefiting from fighting these endless wars in the Middle East? And how does that keep peace?
So if Israel wasn't there, you would have to fight Egypt, Syria, Lebanon.
The only reason we fought any of those wars is because they were a direct enemy of your nation's sovereignty, and they were the only countries that reject the centralized banking system. We would have never been to war with them in the first place. You're an Israeli Jew. I'm a white American Christian.
And we're going to play this video as well. So this is pretty much, they're telling us that what happened is there's a video that was leaked of these Israeli men raping this woman, and the Israeli government is upset. They're trying to find out who leaked the video. They don't care about the guys that did it. They're trying to find out who leaked the video. That's what they're so concerned about. And so this is making its rounds all over. And people, and that was a white boy in that last video. He woke up and he's trying to tell you, you guys are the problem. That's a white man in America telling them that they're the problem and reading his ass for filth. And I want you to hear this as well, because again, it's always black.
Convention here in the United States. One of the people in attendance at this secret meeting was Judith Varney Schroer. She's a former Israeli consul general who was operating out of Atlanta. She was one of the main people saying that the biggest problem that they had was young black people in the United States. But don't worry, they've got some black leaders on the payroll. The major problem
What got to do with
is with the young generation of the black community. The problem is with the young generation of the black community. Next is with the young generation of the black community.
And so I just want to start right there. You know, I know she ain't talking about Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton's ass, because that ship has sailed. We already figured out them fools a long time ago. And there was actually a post, and somebody posted, and they said, you know, most of the black leaders like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Fred Hampton, they were all killed by FBI, CIA informants who were black, but they worked for the white organization. They was never a part of us. That's why we say all skinfolk ain't kinfolk. And then you just see this white dude sit here and tell this man, y'all the reason why we're having all these issues. And if you look at it from Lebanon to Yemen, we have gotten to these wars because of something that went on with Israel. And I said, there's something, and you're forgetting, the white Ashkenazi Jews are not even from there. They converted in the 7th century from Poland, Russia, Ukraine. And that's the problem. You have white folks that just insert themselves in somebody else's religion and like, oh, we're a part of this now. Just how, and this is kind of similar. You remember we were watching that Jubilee, and that white woman was saying, oh, I'm Native American now. We're Native American to this land. Bitch, are you serious? Y'all just insert yourselves into people's religion or race because you see the benefits or resources they have, and you're not a part of that you're not a part of that group. So what do y'all think of all this that I just showed you?
Brief backstory on what you just said. You said something about assassination with MLK. So FBI, COINTELPRO, it's counter program 1956 to 1971. It targeted civil rights groups, activist leaders like Black Panthers, Nation of Islam, Malcolm X, even MLK. You know, and their whole propaganda, it got dissolved, exposed in 1971. But the whole thing was misinformation amongst community leaders to confuse us. And that's why I emphasized earlier in the podcast, like we have misrepresentation in media because they use media against us. And that's why I felt a lot of white people are just slow because they believe what they see online. You know what I'm saying? Legacy media is dead. The new media is social media, and the reporters are us. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't speak for ourselves or speak the truth, bullshit happens. And then just like you said, we're getting our experiences told by people who didn't live the same lives as us, and they don't even know, like, just like Nikki said, when you said, Nikki, about the pasta spaghetti for a week, I felt that so deep in my soul just now because that was
In
my
my
mother.
spirit,
So,
baby.
so
Because
yeah, yeah.
we know, we know what it is, and it's just like we know, and we're there. It's everybody else is just catching up. It's like we. It's like I told you so. It's just playing out. We have been telling y'all for decades and decades and decades that this shit is coming, and y'all are starting to see it. And at this point, there's really nothing left for us to do as black people. We got to sit and watch
Right.
y'all do it now because
Right.
your chickens are coming home to roost, and you have to deal with that. Y'all are cutting y'all nose to spite y'all face, and you ain't got no face left because you done cut it all the fuck off. You and for what? Whiteness. Like I said, I seriously believe, and I've been watching a lot of these different videos and TikToks about our ancestors and how these white people, they had to make some type of deal for these 400 years, and if you look at it, the deal is up. Whatever they did,
Baby,
cause
it's
sinners, it's up. Because one thing about sinners, it was so eye opening because
It was.
this is the thing that black people, I'm sorry, that white people don't get about black people. If you notice, they try to take everything from us. They try to replicate, duplicate, but they can't ever do it because they don't have our soul.
right.
And when you watch Sinners, what was that man after? He was after that
Oh,
young
boy.
man's soul. Because our
Mhm.
soul is where our joy lies. Our soul is our ability to have joy in the face of adversity, which is what something white people cannot understand. Our joy bothers white people so bad because they don't understand how we can have it. They give
Right.
us obstacle after obstacle, adversity after adversity, and we laugh in the face of it. We find a joke into it. And for you people that think that slaves wasn't out there telling jokes in the fucking field, you would have lost your goddamn mind because that is how we got through it. Was laughter. It was finding joy in places where joy does not exist.
Right.
The reason why we are some of the greatest comedians on earth is because comedy comes from pain.
Yeah.
You have never met a truly successful comedian that life was happy go lucky. You may
Mhm.
have some out there, but those who have been through some shit are the greatest of all time.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
they are black. You have white ones, don't get me wrong, but again, it comes from pain. That's not saying that only black people have pain, but you get what I'm saying. Our They can't take our soul. White people don't have soul. They don't have it. Which is why they're always seeking. That's why they on some vampire shit. They are always feeding on us
Literally.
because they don't have soul. This is why they can replicate everything. You can call our shit ghetto and go put it on the cover of fucking Vogue, but it's
TikTok.
never gonna do what it needs to do because there's no soul behind it.
Mhm.
Try as you might, you can beat us, you can kill us, you can do everything. But no matter what you try to do, you cannot have our soul. And that is what bothers white people to this fucking day. They cannot obtain our soul, no matter how hard they try. Our soul is the key to unlocking everything for them, and they cannot get their hands on it. Our soul is that secret ingredient that they will never know. It's like eating a meal and you figuring out everything that's in that fucking meal, and you got that last part. And it's right there on your taste bud. Like the name is coming to you, but you just can't say it. That is what we are to them. That is why they are like vampires on our spirit. That's why they always trying to hang on to us, suck the
Mhm.
soul of our life out of us, take
Right.
everything from us because they think if they eliminate us,
Mhm.
they can eliminate our soul. But even if that's the case, it's still coming with us. You're not getting it. You can
Man.
kill us. You're not getting it. That is the one thing white people need from us, and they cannot get it. They can't replicate our soul. That's why they try to do everything else. You can try and dance like us. You can do an 8 count in your motherfucking head, bitch. You can come up with the choreography. You can have a black scent. You can put on the fucking wig. You can go get the fucking braids, even though your hair gonna fall out when you take them bitches out. It's fine. You can do all of that. You can go get a fake ass. You can go get a tan. You can go get a lip filler. But the soul that comes with the shit you trying to get is not fucking included. A doctor can't sell it to you. It's niggas only. Okay? That's the one thing that is niggas only, and you're not getting your hands on it. And that is what white people want. They want our soul,
Oh, and to
and
the
you'll
white
never get it.
and to the
Very
white
well
folks
said.
that I don't know what dance this is, but I know y'all this you'll probably watch Practical Magic, but it's this. You have you ever seen
Uh
them do
huh.
this?
Yeah.
I'm telling a white person don't do that to me no more. It gives me a weird energy. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like your fingers in my face. I don't like that spinning around doing it. Please do not do that to me. Moving forward, I'm gonna cuss you out. It does not make me feel comfortable. I felt like I'm in an episode of Get Out because it made
Like
me
they put
feel
a
weird.
spell
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah, it was like this nonsense. I don't like that. Don't
No.
do that. So yeah, that's just one of those things. And so Stone Loki, I want to see if you wanted to talk about this real quick before we end our show. This was something that you had sent me. It was about, I guess, white person rewrite history, or if not, we can do it
Mhm.
another show.
We can talk about it.
Okay, let me just play it real quick, and then we're gonna talk about it real quick, and then we're gonna do our closing segments and go out.
Years ago, or 200 years ago, when the blacks were slaves, did they ever go to Washington, D.C. and have a rally 200 years ago to protest against slavery? Did they? No. What did
Why?
they do? Well, a lot of good people in the plantations would say, hey, it's wintertime. Let us help build a church for you, dear folks. And they loved them and taught them how to read so they can read the Bible. And here's what the blacks did about 150 years ago. They humbled themselves. They prayed. They saw God's face and they turned from their wicked ways. And God made slavery illegal through several white presidents, right? It worked.
Let me get this straight. You think they chose not to go protest?
All right, what
So,
the hell was that?
He said they humbled themselves. What?
They humbled themselves. Yes, I had the pastor's name on tip of my tongue, but it's actually despite the point. The bigger purpose of me showing wanting to show that to the demographic is literally they're rewriting history, this is why I've been so vocal and emphasis, at least in this particular podcast today. Representation. We don't have no representation. They're rewriting our own history. That everybody knows that was some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But his what do you call it, his people,
Congregation.
they believe in what he's saying, the bullshit he can come out of his mouth. And in America, something right now that we could do as a community is vote for people that are going to push CRT. Republicans are trying to take out CRT. CRT is critical race theory. Critical race theory is to teach all the injustice that's happened in the black community, even in minority community, in all minority communities, to teach and so we don't repeat history. You know what I'm saying? A lot of history is getting repeated. Think about like ICE right now. Everybody know ICE is tearing shit up. Did y'all know ICE already did this thing in the 1950s? It was literally called the wetback operation,
Oh yeah,
where
we
they was
talked about
doing
it last week.
deportations and stuff. You know what I'm saying? If we would have had CRT enabled in schools today, let alone our slavery and everything and injustice in the black community, but the minorities, the Latinos, if we would have had that, maybe they would have known, oh, we already did this, something similar, not even 100 years ago. And we could try to implement and change. Or the young politicians, the same young politicians that just got linked in a group chat talking all this crazy shit, would have been more knowledgeable, and we wouldn't be having the social and economical and in criminal injustice that we face today in the community. You know what I'm saying?
See, this is why we got you on this show, because you stats and charts and graphs and stuff, and I'm like, come on, man. Like, no, you've been a really good guest co-host, because we have some really good guest co-hosts, but I think you and it was one other person, we had a few on here, have been some of our best ones. So I wanted to thank you for doing that. You're
I
always
appreciate that.
welcome to come back.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, this is what we're going through right now. And this is my thing. If the people in that church believe that bullshit and they call themselves the superior race, then they're fucking stupid. Because you are not going to call yourself the superior race, but you're sitting here listening to that bullshit, knowing that all this information is out there, there's books out there, this stuff is on TV, and you're still believing what this pastor is saying.
If
That
you're so superior, Why do you have to compare yourself to another race on a constant daily basis?
Obsessed with us. They're obsessed.
Yeah.
I just got to the point. I'm like, I said, when we go home as Black people, I have never, and I don't care if I was in California, if I was in Atlanta, if I was in Kansas, we've never once sat here like, oh my God, those white folks and white folks this, oh my God, those Latins, oh my God, those Indians. Oh, we don't care. We're trying to have fun. We're gonna turn on Martin. We about to cook some chicken or cook. We gonna do something. Make a burrito. We're gonna do something, but we're not worried about other people.
Yeah.
Why are they so obsessed with us? Even the video with this Israeli, obsessed with us. I'm like, we don't do nothing to you guys. You're obsessed.
Yep.
We just want to be
Nikki's
left.
comment section.
Black people
Obsessed.
just
If
really
you
want to
wasn't
be left
triggered, then you
alone.
wouldn't be bothered.
That's what we just want to be left the hell alone. But we know we're going to close this show out. We're going to go through our videos, and then we are going to make sure that we get everybody's IGs and stuff. So let's take a look at the first video. So this is Luigi Mangione looking all tough in prison.
Free the nigga Luigi.
Free him. He got, but guess who he's taking?
Free him so he can shoot some more crackers. Go ahead.
They said everybody in prison, they don't care what group you're in, rocks with him.
We just homie.
Wow.
They don't care what group, but they said everybody rocks with him. They said because they know how fucked up the system is. But this is what this was a photo taken recently. And then I want to show y'all this.
And I hope that towel clean. I don't give a fuck about you pulling it. I ain't said that. Yeah. Oh, you gonna wash my hair? Y'all young bitches got fucked up. Y'all don't wash hair. Yeah, do y'all wash our ass? Do you wash yours? I sure you fuck do. Y'all kill me with this shit. I don't wash no hair. Everything a la carte. How much you gonna charge the parties?
25 extra.
Yeah, okay.
How much I'm gonna charge if you don't shut up?
I'm not a motherfucking thing, bitch. I would dog you like I just did. You gonna wash my hair. And I'm gonna have my legs crossed and enjoy it.
Yes, I'm thinking, think about like cranberry orange.
I'd be having in those nail salon. And then this is at an Amazon factory right now. So since they fired all the workers, they pretty much got AI robots doing everything now. This is not it's not an Amazon factory, a logistics center. This is what they currently got going on. It drives itself. It's just like the Waymo. If you haven't seen the Waymos on your street, those white cars, that's exactly what this is now. Everything is going to be machine automated without any humans. Also, a judge can now refuse to marry same-sex couples in Texas. Guess what, MAGA gays? You played yourself. So all you MAGA gay white boys out there, oh, I get the suck nigga and lick ass. Okay, since you like Trump so much, guess what? They're not letting you marry no more. So congratulations. This is somebody that made a video of the EBT. Let's take a look.
I saw this.
Yeah.
You gotta get Black people. We just like Nikki said, we always do something creative. I'm pretty sure somebody on TikTok, some white person probably copied that shit. I'm pretty sure.
Speaking of which, real quick. Okay, we'll go. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll come back to it. And then this is for people that's having issues with like groceries, since the EBT has been canceled now. So they're telling you about food banks. So take a look.
Hey guys, quick announcement. So, in light of the government shutdown and the announcements that have been going out that SNAP benefits will not be sent out for November, Bronzely has decided to do an additional grocery giveaway in addition to the one we do every third Saturday of.
So if you want more information regarding this, go watch our video, put it on still. This is the information that's right here. The company's called Bronzely Community Resource Center. And so they are handing out free food for people that's on EBT or people that's just hungry in general. So there's free groceries. Go out. This was this Saturday, but they do this regularly every week. So just to let you know, guys know, for people that's on EBT or people that's just hungry as well. This was in Jamaica. Jamaica, they had sharks out there. Let's take a look at this.
Underwater, the waves keep crashing through the hotels. Look at that. Look, that is a shark.
That is a shark right there in the street. Lord, please. They're swimming past the cars. They're right below.
So to the people in Jamaica, I know you just had the hurricane. Please be careful. These are sharks actually in the water and stuff. As you know, no matter if it's a hurricane or not, sharks are going to be in that water, so it's squids and everything else. So just be careful out there. I thought this was funny about Snap. Let's take a look.
And still I rise.
You may take away my food stamps with your bitter, twisted lies. You may call it budget balancing, but baby, still I rise. Does my shopping cart offend you? Did my coupons make you mad? 'Cause I stretch them $20 like a mama who's never had. Just like ramen noodles after rent day. Still I boil and I fry. Just like government shutdowns. Still I rise. Still I try. I rise with my powdered mashed potatoes. I rise with my canned green beans. I rise with my kids all asking mama, what does EBT decline mean? You may cut off my groceries, leave my pantry bare and dry, but this soul's got seasoning, honey. You can't starve my supply. Out of the lines of the checkout, I rise. Up from the weight of inflation, I rise. Bringing laughter, bringing hope, bringing neighbor to neighbor ties, I rise. 'Cause no president, no policy, no broken promise or disguise can take our flavor, our faith, our fight. We hungry, but still we rise.
I like that. This was a video. Take a look.
MAGA donate.
That's happening right now during EBT stuff. And then this woman got saved by this dog. Let's take a look, and we got one video left. That dog saved her just in time. And then our favorite video. Let's take a look.
The results right here when it comes to this 6-week-old puppy.
I saw this. AI kills
Take
me.
the 8-week-old biscuit. Rufus, you are not the father.
It's the eyeballs for me, though.
6-week-old brown puppy. You are not the father.
I always wonder when we're watching, hold on, my camera's off. I always wonder with Maury, whenever you would see that, bitch, where are you running to? Like, where are you running to? Because it's like, it's only one or two ways this could have went. He is the daddy or he ain't. So where are you running to? Because the way that cameraman be ready, it's like, where are you going? And like, you can't escape the truth now, bitch. Like, where you running to the next lie? Cause
and you also had something to say about I think, what video was it? I forgot what video it was. There was one video you said
somebody's stealing content.
Oh yes,
oh yes, I was saying how with the content, we always see it, but I'll see something from a black creator.
Yeah.
And then you go a few scrolls up on the reels and you'll see the exact same thing where it's like a white couple, but this time they didn't even change the music. It was a thing where he had two drinks and it was like, depending on basically what the night was going to be like, that's the drink he was going to give. So it was like, when he said wine, it played a certain song, and then when it played like the liquor, it was like some ratchet shit. So that's our humor. But then I saw the white guy do it with his white wife, and it was like he did the thing, but it was still our music, and it was like, damn, you couldn't even change the music because I know you don't play this shit up in your house.
Right.
Like you couldn't change it to, I don't know, one song here and the other one is Barry Manilow or some shit, because it wasn't giving like they don't like it was giving you don't play this shit in your house, my guy. Like, so it's like y'all use us for the content, y'all steal our ideas, and you can't even change it up. Because if you changed it to be white, nobody would watch this
They
shit.
sure wouldn't. They sure wouldn't. But it's sad because that's what happened to that other content creator. She had created like this whole poem or something, and then the white girl copied the shit. It was a long poem to copy it for word, and
Uh-huh.
then her video started getting all the views, and then somebody went back to the originator, which was the black girl, and said, "Hey, look, this bitch just copied your shit." And so then she confronted her about it, and then of course the fans got into it, and then the white girl complained that people were attacking her. So not only did the white girl's video get taken down, she got the black girl who was the original got her shit taken down as well. That
Yeah,
shit
I did a
is
video
terrible.
on that. That was Hope Giselle. She had this whole monologue that she did, and
Yeah.
then this white woman came and took credit for it. And this old snaggletooth white bitch went and took credit for it. And then when people was pointing it out, she got Hope's video taken down to where Hope had to repost it, so she couldn't even get her original monetization off of it because this bitch got caught plagiarizing and then got upset with everybody. And then she did this if you go on my thing, y'all see it. It's
Yeah.
a video. So I did the play for play, and I broke it down, showing where she doubled down and shit. And
It's
they always do things like that, especially when they get fucking caught. Then it's every.
mm.
Well, I gave her credit
No, you
in the
didn't.
caption. No, you didn't. You
No, you
went
didn't.
back and added it after the fact
After
when
people
people
caught you
started
out.
calling you the fuck out.
Hey, Stone Looking, can you see if you could find some videos for like a episode that you come back to? Like
Uh
something
huh.
that's like black people do it, then the white folks copy it. Black people do it because there's so many of them. But I don't have
Okay.
enough time because I'm doing this show. But it'll be great.
Okay.
'Cause I want to display like these motherfuckers need us. They don't like us, but y'all need us for everything. Y'all copy all of our
Yeah.
shit. So
I will. I definitely will. Because Nikki said good soul. They don't have the soul.
I
Even like
know.
the EBT right now, you seeing them trying to mimic an EBT. That come from a place of pain, but you don't got the same pain, but you mimic and you taking the content and stuff. So of course, yeah, I'll look into that.
Okay. So we're about to go out of here. Miss Nikki, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at bitch_happens. You can find me on TikTok. That Trey just loves when I say that. You can find me on TikTok at bitch happens one word, and on YouTube at knickknack23. That's NIKNAK 23. And Knickknack After Dark, which is on TikTok Live. We taking a hiatus, but we will be back on November 14th. That's Fridays, 11 p.m. Eastern. You can join us over there for adult conversation about love, sex, relationships, and everything in between. But yeah, right now it's FTP Central over here. We working hard.
Working hard. And Mr. Trey, where they can find you at?
You can find me on all streaming platforms at Trey Rich Live. TREYRICHLIVE.
Awesome. And Mr. Stone Loki.
Stone Low Key, STONELOWKI, all platforms, Twitter, X, TikTok, and YouTube. And also, do me a favor, if you see somebody being inappropriate, tag me because I want to hold them accountable. We can do that together as a community. So thank you.
Yes, and as always, we are working on GoFundMe, Kickstarter, so we will be having more information coming up on our actual social media pages. Also, to all the viewers, we want to say thank you. We have been heavily monitored by this secret firm from MAGA or something. They would say that they reviewed all of our content. This video may be offensive, so they're heavily reviewing stuff. They're trying to stop us from doing collaborations and stuff like that. So please go to our YouTube page. Please go to our Spotify page because they are so concerned about our content and concerned about our free speech that they're not concerned about everybody else that's actually doing racist stuff. So thank you for watching us. We really appreciate it. As always, please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Take care. This is America.